Mulligan Oxford weekly live stream here on YouTube. I'm sorry if you really can't hear me. They're blasting some pretty loud music. We're here in sunny San Diego at UTC Westfield. I'm here at Edmonds. They haven't opened yet. I got here kind of early, but I'm waiting for the general manager. He should be here any moment. But I do want to talk about some limited releases that are coming out. I think the first one hits today, actually. It's early access, but we're going to be talking about some of the early access limited releases that are coming out and discussing some suede care and other shoes in general. So I do have some announcements to make. I will be touring the Edmonds home factory in Port Washington, Wisconsin in May. So that's going to be really fun. Unfortunately, it's not open to the public. It's more for the Edmonds enthusiasts on Facebook, and there's a small group of us that are going to be there. So I will be making a video, and we're going to be checking out what's inside the home factory there in Port Washington. And I'm going to be touring Horween in Chicago. So if you guys don't know, Horween is the company that's been tanning shell cordovan in the United States for a really, really long time. So they're pretty famous. I've done reviews on shell cordovan, so if you haven't seen those videos, make sure to check them out on YouTube. But we will be touring Horween and then the Edmonds factory. And I also have another really big announcement. This one's actually not going to be announced officially till next week, but since you guys are here, I'll just tell you what's going to be happening. We're going to be having another Shoe Shine Masterclass in May as well in Chicago. Well, yeah, it's in Chicago. And I'm going to be doing it with Levi Elliott, who is the United States Shoe Shine champion. So that is going to be in May, but we haven't announced it yet. But when I do next week, you'll be able to sign up for the class, and I'll announce the particulars, like what's going to be included and all that. So it's going to be really fun. I'm really glad to have Levi participate with us. He is a wonderful shoe shiner. If you guys watched the live stream I did last time, where he and I unboxed a pair of Timberlee wingtip Oxfords, you should check it out. It was a lot of fun, and we both shined. Levi is really fantastic. He's really, I think at this point, he's probably better than me at shoe shining. He can just pull those mirror shines off really, really fast. So he's fantastic. So let me just look at the comments here. Hector, Caleb. Yeah, Caleb, you're 100% right. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see if I can change the camera here. So I know this is the right way, probably. I changed it horizontal right before I started the video, and I don't know why it stayed vertical. So I'll probably just keep it this way, and we'll set up the camera that way and take turns. I guess we'll have to do that. So, hey, Ireland. Good to see you again, man. Awesome that you always stop by. Thanks, Mick. Yeah, so I noticed it was on vertical right before I started the live stream, and then I hit horizontal, but it didn't save for some reason, which kind of is unfortunate. So if you guys have ever visited San Diego, this is probably San Diego's biggest, most premium mall, and I really like it because they have an Edmonds here, so I'm really, really happy that they do. Let's see if you can see it back here. It's right back there. So I actually would never come to this Edmonds until recently, but then I got to know the general manager, Palmer, and I've just been showing my support for San Diego Edmonds. So hopefully that music in the background isn't too loud, because it is super loud here in person. Hey, Zofer1920, thanks for tuning into the live stream. Yeah. Ireland, we're not going to be shining any shoes today. We will be doing suede care, though, because the limited release is a suede shoe, and we'll be looking at that. Alrighty. Yeah, there is a speakeasy. What's it called? Raised by Wolves is by here. I think it's around the corner, actually. That's the only one I know of. There could be another one, though. They are speakeasies. Hector, right now we don't have any plans. No tengo planes ir a Mexico. But maybe in the future. I do have family in Puebla, and we come in to Mexico City, so maybe we will be going to Mexico at some point, but I'm not 100% sure right now. Yeah, that's it, Zofer. Huh. So let me see who else is here. Hector, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so I really like Alan Edmonds. Full disclosure, like always, I have no financial relationship with Alan Edmonds. I just love Alan Edmonds. If you guys have been watching my channel since the beginning, my first video, or I think my second video was Alan Edmonds. I've just been wearing them for a really long time, and I really like the company. They're my first love. I always call them my first love, and I'll probably always really, really like Alan Edmonds, so I always try to show my support in any way I can. If you guys live near Costa Mesa, Dan Stratton is a good friend of mine, and he's the general manager there. So you guys should always for sure visit him and his team. They're fantastic. And I did a drive there where I would restore and shine shoes, and whoever donated a pair of shoes would get $75 off a pair there at the store. So that was really fun. We collected a lot of great donations. I'm restoring them, and I've donated some already. But yeah, it's been really great so far. If you don't know, the Elegant Oxford has a donation campaign. It's a very small donation campaign, but my dad and I restore shoes, and we donate them to people in need, like those entering the workforce, those who are going in for interviews that can't afford normally a nice pair of shoes. So Dan really reached out and really did awesome with that. So at the next Shell Cordovan Trunk Show, I probably will go see Dan, and we'll probably try to do another event. But it was a lot of fun, and I really do appreciate Alan Edmonds. Of course, Alan Edmonds was really gracious, I think 2 years ago. Hey, Palmer's here, so we're going to start heading in. A couple of years ago, they allowed members of the Alan Edmonds enthusiasts to start touring the factory we haven't done it every year, but so far I think we have. I don't know if it's planned for every year, but it's been a lot of fun. And we toured the factory for the 100th anniversary of Alan Edmonds at the party at the port, and we all flew out to Wisconsin. Hey, Palmer, good morning. How you doing? So we're live, but it's all good, you know? You know what? Let me grab my stuff. Yeah. Thanks. He's there. So we toured the factory. I have a video of that on YouTube. It was a lot of fun. We had a great, great time. So let's get away from that loud music and get inside the store. Okay. Let's see. Arcane. Two-tone spectator shoes are classic from the jazz age. Yeah, we're really excited. Everyone in the group, in the Alan Edmonds group and on Facebook, was super excited. They were really, really happy. So it's a very cool shoe. Zopher, yeah. I still, whenever I go to a thrift shop, I always inevitably just go through the Alan Edmonds, see if I can find any. And I haven't done a video in a long time about restoring pairs, but I will try to make a video soon. Make sure everything's, make sure the camera's clear. So this is what we saw at the factory. A lot of uppers, and there were thousands of them. So if you look in the video, especially the Strand, I think it was their second best-selling shoe. The Park Avenue was the first. There were walls of Strand uppers, and it's just really, here's the Park Avenue, by the way. Here's the Strand. These are probably their 4 best sellers. I know the, I'm an idiot. Palmer? What's this boot called again?
The Higgins Mill?
The Higgins Mill. Why do I keep forgetting the name of the Higgins? I think they told me Higgins Mill was like one of the best sellers in the company.
Yeah, it was weird because
Yeah.
the boot came out in 2015, somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
Did okay.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like 2017, 2018, we couldn't make them fast enough.
Yeah. People really, and Shell Cordovan models were really flying off.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have the Higgins and the Shell here.
This is the 65 last. So this is the main last that the Strand and the Park Avenue are built on. Oh, there it is. Shell Cordovan. This is a really nice boot.
So
Yeah.
that one's hard to beat.
Yeah, so this is the last, okay? This is one of the most iconic lasts Alan Edmonds makes. They do run long and narrow, so a lot of people size width up one and then size half in length, but it's a really great last. And the Park Avenue and the Strand are one of my favorite shoes. So that's the last right there. So we're going to set everything up. Palmer, unfortunately, I don't know why the live stream is vertical today.
That's fine.
So I don't know if we could
Yeah.
just put the tripod up facing this, and then we can talk about some stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, oh, there's that jacket.
Pull out some new suede, Cody brand.
So this is the jacket I've been looking at
Spectators this morning, but
that I really like. I've been jonesing after. I was saying that orange jacket, it's the jacket that I really like. I should have picked that up during Christmas.
I mean, you still can.
I know, I think I'm going to. I'm not even going to lie right now. Well,
Let me see.
okay, so let me,
Picture just to get some examples.
Just to kind
Mick, I wish all the stores had shell stock to view. You're 100% right. Some stores have like one or two models. Here's some brown shell strands, which are one of my absolute favorite. We have the black Park Avenue. Are those Randolphs in shell? I'm not 100% sure. I'm too short to. Yeah, these are shell cordovan as well. But the brown shell strand might be one of my favorite models of all time. Let me bring it down and put it here in the light. I love the way it patinas. This one's starting to patina, obviously, because when you first get them, they're pretty chocolatey, but after a while, you get a really beautiful, nuanced color. A lot, especially back here. A lot of mocha, a lot of really beautiful colors. So brown is super underrated. I know everyone loves Color 8. That burgundy is super nice, but brown is one of my absolute favorites. The store I went to was exactly like this. Yeah. So, it's crazy. You guys, I see thousands of pairs of shoes a year. I shine hundreds of pairs. I'm always shining. I'm always seeing Allen Edmonds. I'm always seeing shoes. It's really insane. But every time I walk into an Allen Edmonds store, I just want to literally pick everything up and buy it. Especially the walnut strand. You guys know this is one of my favorite shoes. McAllister. So when I first started getting into Allen Edmonds, I could not decide between the McAllister and the Strand. But here's another thing to look at that I always mention to people in videos. So obviously these are all walnut, but they have different shades of walnut that you see from the factory. Some are darker, some are very pale, some are in between. So whenever people ask me what color sapphire should I use to shine my shoes, I tell them, well, it depends how dark your factory finish is, because some of them are super light. This would be light brown, 03. And this one I would probably use cognac because it's a little warmer, a little darker. Okay, so it's just an FYI. Latino A, I own almost 10 pairs of Allen Edmonds, but when it comes to shell cordovan, Alden does it much better. Yeah, so Alden is definitely the other main American company that makes shell cordovan shoes. So they're extremely popular. The only thing, Alden's never let anyone into the factory, so everyone's like always fighting to see who's gonna get in and get like a view of the inside of the factory. It's still family owned and operated. So Alden definitely has its place among the shoe lovers. They both use Horween shell cordovan, so I'm going to be touring the factory, but they both use Horween. Okay, so it just depends on what style and what colors. My only complaint about Alden is they do not release the rare brown colors ever. Cigar, Ravello, you got to get on waiting lists that sometimes last a year, and if you find them second market on eBay, they're like over $1,000 to $1,200, all the way up to $1,500 because people hike up the prices. That's always been a point of contention with Alden owners. It's been kind of crazy, but I do love Alden. Yeah. Alrighty, so perfect. Let me set up the tripod. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to put the phone down just for a few seconds. Right there. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I know it's. What time do you usually come in the mornings?
This is definitely a lot bluer than this really is.
Is this a little earlier than usual?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I
Come in
appreciate it.
early, get out a little early, so
Yeah.
Just enjoy doing this, and
Oh, that's perfect.
it's definitely a little bit bluer than that suede actually is.
Yeah. That's really blue.
Yeah.
So you think it's gonna be more toned down?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit closer to this, so I feel, I just totally ran out the house and forgot my spectator.
It's all good.
So I spent like 40 minutes digging them out last night.
There's not any store.
No, unfortunately, there's like one pair going around the company.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me get them for like a day, man. I was like, I just need a day. And they're like, no thanks. So,
Sometimes it can be tough. Okay, so let me make sure the angle is right here. This will probably work. Yeah. Hey, Zofer, thanks for stopping by anyway. I appreciate it. Have a great time at the gym. Okay, was able to get them cigar colored shell cordovan through Brooks Brother. Yeah. That's one of the. So Brooks Brothers did have some Alden releases. I know what other company did shell cordovan. It was Ralph Lauren did Crockett and Jones.
Yeah.
So that was a big one. I actually have a pair that never fit me, but I never wore. I found them secondhand. Okay, so let's make sure everything's good. Oh, you know what? Let's do it backward. Let's do it backward because this is chilly, huh? A chilly morning, even though it's like 65, 70 degrees. It's pretty funny how we San Diegans view it. Oh, there we go. That's on me. Alrighty. Thanks for being patient, everyone. Let me just make sure that this, there we go. Alrighty. You okay? Yeah, I'm live right now. That's my wife. I don't know if you guys have ever seen her, and her little baby boy. Did you? Okay, so. Alrighty, so let's see. Make sure it's clear and visible.
Perfect.
Honey, do you have your phone?
Yeah.
I might.
I think I have mine up.
One's fine. I mean, if you want to look at, or maybe Palmer should do it.
Yeah, and that way we can check questions.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Palmer, good call.
Oh, I'm all like the shoot.
I have it out here somewhere.
So I did bring some stuff. I know you said you had suede brush, which is exactly what I needed.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I just know we're pretty limited on the suede care at the moment, but
I have some stuff here that will be
cool. And then
So-
I have, this is a storage stuff on here. You can actually use if you want to use those.
For those who've been begging to see my personal collection, this is one of the shoes that I wear all the time. I wear them all. They're my beaters, so I wear them all the time. But they're actually strand locks, and they're suede. And I'm gonna be showing you some suede care today. So I'm gonna put these to the side for a second.
Perfect. You can always pull up the edge too if you'd like.
Alrighty. I have a really old nasty pair of suede if you want to do
Sweet.
some deep cleaning.
Absolutely.
Last thing we should probably connect, so charge it so it doesn't. It's fully charged, but
Yeah.
you never know.
I can throw it in there too. And these typhoon earthquake-proof buildings will.
Oh, wrong side.
You're good. One other thing.
So that side of the mall has been closed for years, huh?
Yeah, it was that old Nordstrom, but they're gonna put 2 new luxury wings in there, and they said they're supposed to start construction this year. Last I heard, they're waiting on permits.
When I was a little kid, there was a comics and stuff up there,
That's really cool.
and I would go in and I just wanted to buy everything. I told my wife I literally still dream to this day that I'm rummaging through comics and stuff, finding toys that
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
whoa.
There's a really cool one on Convoy I saw not too long ago.
So I want to see our face a little bit. So let me
Yeah, we can always
make sure
wanna
that
show
this
the
is a
whole-
little further back. You're the tallest person here. So as long as they can see something like that
Yeah,
right there, is that okay?
yeah, it's perfect.
Latino way, I'm a professional image consultant. When I work with male clients, I start them with Allen Edmonds. Great idea. I think they're a really great shoe. Crockett and Jones and do some of their peel. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so that looks good. Let's see if we can't get started.
All right, cool. Yeah, so we're doing our limited drop of our spectators for this season. We've done a couple in the past.
Okay, so the only problem is that right now there are no samples going around that you have. Right?
Yeah, it's very almost non-existent.
That's the big problem today. I know last time we had the Shell Cordovan Trunk Show, we had all the models put out. This was the only hiccup. Let me get close so people can see what we have here. So this is kind of funny and kind of bootleg, but it's still gonna work. The limited release, it starts today, or when is the actual?
I believe it started yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, so
Okay.
they're going to be all made to order. We're guessing about an 8 to 9 week.
Okay, made to
production.
order.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's 3 colors. There's black, tan, and blue.
Yeah, and that's going to be in our Broad Street, which is it's going to be all suede.
Okay.
And we'll have another style that's kind of mixed media with the suede and a leather.
Okay.
These will be our Broad Streets, our classic spectators on the 73 last.
Okay.
Pretty great. A lot of people go with their same 65 sizing. Very small amount of people go probably a half size down.
Okay, so you said these are very blue, but you suspect they'll be closer to
be a little
this.
bit closer to
All
something
right,
like
so
that,
we
and that
suspect
kind
there'll
of
be
bluish
something closer to this. I know this is very
neon.
stark blue. It's probably just the image though, huh?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's, they're not the greatest printers, but.
So guys, if you join the Allen Edmonds Enthusiasts on Facebook, we do get all the information. We have an insider, the AE insider always
Yeah.
posts all the pictures. The black one everyone seems to like it in the group. They all want the black one. They're like, we want the black one, so.
Yeah, it's something a little different, especially in a suede. I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
spectators that are black and white are just,
That's me.
leather. So
Yeah.
it's something a little different, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So you actually size up on half on the Broad Streets, Ethan. Yeah, I think for some lasts you just have to size up, size down. Certain people.
I mean, depends on everyone's foot.
Yeah.
Everyone's foot's a little different, but
Yeah.
I'd say most people say they go with the same size as the 65 last.
Right.
So, and you can always come into a store too, and we can reevaluate and get you fitted and all that fun stuff.
So Palmer, what would you wear with these? Like I'm thinking here, this one, the black one is probably to me in my mind, it's one of the hardest ones.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sticking to grayscale, I
Yeah.
feel like would work. So a lot of people like, really like, gray trousers,
Yeah.
darker, like over dyed denim.
Right.
They would work well. Even if you want to dress them up a little bit, I don't
Sure.
think that would be crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a good, classic, business casual kind of shoe.
Right.
Just kind of back in the day, they were named after, spectating events. So people that go to horse races, watch movies, stuff like that.
Yeah.
100 years ago, they'd be,
We still have that here in Del Mar though, don't we? Horse racing.
the horse track.
Yeah, so that's, if you're in San Diego, you can go to the horse track in Del Mar. So, blue I think is probably my favorite color.
Yeah, absolutely. Most versatile.
So what I pair blue with all the time is like cream chinos,
Yeah.
cream slacks, and I really like that blue and white color together, especially with the edge being light in color. I really, really love the look.
Yeah, the
So
contrast.
that's what I always pair them with. Yeah, even like a khaki color, like khaki.
Yeah,
always
especially with
looks
the
really
welt.
good. Yeah.
Kind of antique colored welt.
Love it. Yeah, were we talking about day night last time? You told me it comes from day and night. That's where it comes from, the name. Day-Night?
I have no idea. I know some people call it day and night, but I know it's an English company.
Okay, so I really, really like day night. I started off not really liking it. Now I really prefer it. I just love the way it
Yeah.
feels.
It's definitely the best rubber sole you can put on a welted shoe. If you're gonna definitely do that.
Sorry, I know these are really ugly, but I've worn mine down a lot because I wear them all the time. If I have to get out of the house and I'm just wearing jeans, I just stick them on. Just put them on. But
Yeah, if I go with a rubber sole, it's going to be Dynite if it's anything, to be
Yeah.
honest. Just the durability and the substance of it's always nice.
right, so you're also releasing it looks like a little bit of a sneaker bit loafer. right?
Correct. Yeah, so it's a shoe we do produce. It is this shoe right here.
Okay, we don't need the picture. Sorry.
You're good.
we
So, yeah, but I mean, this is good for the color.
Okay.
So we can, it's definitely something you can try on in store, which is cool, so we can get a good fit for you. It is gonna be made out of the cup sole, kind of technology, so they are gonna be resoldable for $100.
So you can resole these.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
resole these, yeah. So it's definitely kind of true to our basics of recrafting and reconstruction.
Okay.
At recrafting, if you want to do a sole color change, you can. But of course, they're just going to come with the white. But I mean, you can kind of see this is going to be the mahogany leather on the far,
Okay.
I guess they're far right.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have that in store if you want to check it out, try it on. This will be like a white suede in the middle.
Oh, it's gonna be suede.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it'll be
that's
suede.
the thing. All right, so
Yeah,
the center part here is gonna be suede. That's like
mixed media.
that's a mixed media. I get it now. I was so focused on the spectators.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know that. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
part right here is gonna be suede. That's also gonna be something that's really cool and unique. So white suede's probably gonna be problematic for some people.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of ignorance and misinformation, I think, on
Right.
suedes. Of course, it's going to be, you know, more of preventive maintenance versus leather, which is corrective maintenance.
Sure.
So, of course, you know, just keep it brushed, keep it sealed,
Yeah.
and then you should be in good shape. You know, avoid, you know, any of the monsoons
Right.
in your suede. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's just kind of thinking ahead. That's really all the difference is.
Right. So this is a white. This is a kind of a white suede. This is
Yes.
hatched. Like
Yeah, it's like
hatched.
a gridded. That's like our light gray suede that we've been
Okay.
doing for the past couple of seasons. It's a newer
Yeah.
suede, so I just wanted to bring that out.
Okay.
But it's super cool. You know, it has that kind of like canvas look, but it's going to have that durability and wear that's going to be far superior in a suede context.
Reminds me of like nubuck, kind of that white,
Yeah, it's like
creamy color. It
kind
looks
of
really
it's
nice.
a fine shave too. It's not like a thicker suede
Right.
like you know, your snuffs or like the denim here.
Sure.
But yeah, they're a pretty good deal. And I also I know these blues didn't come out so right, but I also brought out some navy leather so you can kind of see
Okay.
it's darker. You know, it's not going to be super light.
So navy usually looks kind of black, right? But when you compare it to an actual black shoe, it does not look.
Yeah, we've done midnight in the past, which was super
Yeah.
close, but this is going to be a lot more of a truer navy.
So people pay me all the time to make their navy look more blue. It's not that difficult. So
Yeah, that'll be
when you
good.
compare them to actual black, you can actually see that these are more along the color of this jacket, which I also got from Allen Edmonds.
That's all.
Like,
the cockpit USA.
Yeah, I got this from Port Washington, and
That's
it's my
awesome.
favorite jacket. If you ever see me, I'll probably be wearing this jacket, but it looks more along the lines of this blue, and yeah, you can tell that it's not. So the
Yeah, so it's
comparison right there.
Pretty exciting. A lot of people have been asking for a navy leather for quite
Yeah,
some time, so
For sure.
finally.
But if you want to contact me, I'll turn these more blue if you want. So that's just an FYI. Okay, so these are the Park Avenue, the Strand sneaker.
sneaks. Yeah, and that's going to be
Okay.
another denim suede, so it's going to be a little bit more of a seasonal. We're doing a
Okay.
lot more year-round suedes, so that's cool. You can actually see the uppers stitched to the.
This is really nice suede.
Yeah, I
For
believe
sure.
it's CFS suedes out of Leeds, England.
Okay.
Yeah, they do a phenomenal job.
Yeah, this is really nice. I really do like the feel.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, of course, you know, it's still going to be that full grain suede.
Yeah.
It used to be nice, thick, durable.
Right.
But of course, you know, just stay on brushing it and sealing it. I know a lot of people say they want to shampoo their suedes, but you know, it's just like carpet. If you shampoo it too much, it's going to get disgusting.
Right. So I only recommend shampoo. We're going to be talking about that today.
Yeah.
You can shampoo your suede, but only when it's soiled. I'd say if you step in some heavy, something gnarly.
Yeah.
It happens also with saddle soap, guys. I know saddle soap's really popular. It's one of the most used and popular shoe shine items, but I wouldn't recommend using saddle soap unless there's heavy soil, mud, nasty food, something like that. Usually you'll be good using, this is the suede brush, which
Correct.
I think is one of the most important and versatile tools you can have when you're cleaning your suede. Let me grab some stuff here, Palmer, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know there's also brass bristles, so a lot of people ask kind of the difference. I personally love and use both. I
Okay,
always
brass
recommend if you're starting, get a nylon. The cool thing about a nylon is, you know, if it gets dirty or you're switching pigments and like you just did a darker shoe and you're gonna go to a lighter shoe, you can always get some like warm water and Dawn dish soap and just clean it up and let it dry. That way, you know, you have a nice fresh tool
Yes.
to really utilize. And the brass, it's cool if you're trying to like really kind of train or deep clean that nap, but you can overdo it. So you don't want to, you know, it's basically more abrasive. So you just want to be a little bit more kind of, you know,
Okay.
conservative.
In
with
fact, let me get my Strand Mox here, and we will show a little bit of some maintenance there, if you don't mind. Let's put that right there. I love these shoes. I realize they're beaten up, okay? Like, don't judge me for that. All right. So taking care of suede's not hard at all. I think there's this misconception that suede's extremely delicate.
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably just as durable. It just, you know, that fuzziness really gives people like the sensation that it's difficult to maintain, but it's not at all. So
Absolutely.
Use a shoe tree. I know sometimes you get home. I know we all say use a shoe tree, but you get home, you kick your shoes off, you never put the shoe, which is what I do sometimes. Can you believe it? It's really embarrassing for me to admit. I'm the Elegant Oxford, and I come home and kick my shoes off, and I don't put shoe trees in them all the time.
Yeah, I used to be bad about it until I started like developing a
Isn't that
routine
terrible?
because I was like, I gotta be on this, you know, especially when I'm rotating 5 or 6 shoes at a time.
So here's a throwback, guys. If you watched some of my earliest videos, I found these at a thrift shop. They're old Johnson and Murphy suede.
Yeah.
They're really nasty, but I wanted to get something that's really dusty so we can show off how the brush works. Unfortunately, after the video, I put them in a bag, and I just found them recently. So
wow.
they're very dusty. I don't know if you can see, but we're going to be showing you how to clean your suede. And you said this is a brass brush.
Yeah, brass bristle, so it's gonna be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can start with the nylon and then work to the brass, just so we can kind of concentrate.
Okay.
And we're not really just exhausting the suede.
Sure. Do you have a shoe tree by chance, like a little?
Yeah. Maybe like a medium, you think?
Yeah. So this is another suede shoe. Gosh, they're really dusty. I'm embarrassed to bring these out. But we'll talk about everything here, okay? I'm glad you have the eraser. So you guys sell the eraser too?
Yeah, it comes with the brush.
Okay, good.
Which is pretty cool. So, you know, if you get any kind of spots, you know, you can just kind of rub it out, especially on the lighter suedes, which are nice. The white suedes or the light grays.
Light suede's probably, you gotta be more careful with the light suede.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, if wasn't my first suede because I was a little scared of it. You know, a lot of my friends will still tell me that I'm bold for wearing it, but you know, it's you know, just got to stay on it. Just have all that stuff brushed and sealed out.
Okay, so this one's a little bit softer, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be. So, you can go a little bit more aggressive.
Guys, I hope your suede never gets this bad, but if it does, it lifts the nap up a little bit, huh? And you should start to get some of that stuff out.
Yeah. I mean, it's exactly what it's doing. You know, it's like.
Okay. So the brush is gonna help. Okay. Yeah. You know what I like about suede? It's like those couches where you touch them and it darkens. Like wherever you touch, it darkens. You just want to keep doing it.
Yeah, you can trade. I mean, people have preferences on how they want to, you know, have their nap lay on their shoe.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, there's a slightly darker, lighter variation, but you know, it's kind of where that philosophy kind of kicks in.
Okay, and this is a little rougher. I feel it. It feels like I'm touching metal.
So I usually just kind of like either just do like one good pass or
You're right.
spot treat it.
This is lifting up the nap a lot more.
Yeah. So I always be a little more conservative with that.
So if you guys want a low maintenance shoe, make sure to get suede. I promise you. Step on me.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
I don't want you to lose out on people seeing you. Okay, so this is actually really nice and stiff. I really do like this one.
Yeah, it's good for, you know, your deeper cleanings. That way, you know, you can still get that with a new buck, but it's going to take a little bit more time and strokes. But with those, it's definitely a good little deal.
So suede eraser. This is like so obvious, but it's not intuitive, huh? When you think about it, it's like you use a suede eraser to get stuff off. So you will drop food on your suede or something's going to happen.
It happens. And
this eraser, believe it or not, is a really great way of safely lifting the nap and getting that dry food stuff off. In fact, am I prepared or what? We have some dried oatmeal on here.
Go.
Some dried oatmeal on there. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see if we can see a difference now.
Yeah, we can already see a massive difference.
Okay, brush that off if you would. So, is that great?
Yeah.
Let me go up close to the camera. So that's a little oatmeal, okay? I know it looks really nasty. We're gonna get it off, and then as you can see, we're gonna see a difference. These are super dusty. That's a lot of dust and caked on nastiness, okay? But we'll show you how it works. Yeah, suede's something though, unless it's dirty, you don't have to do anything to it, except for maybe waterproof it, right?
Yeah, just seal it. I mean, always keep in mind too, the more you seal the shoe, the hotter it's going to make the shoe.
Right.
So, you know, if you live in super cold climates, it's not going to be that problematic. But, you know, if you live in a place that's pretty temperate like San Diego, you know, you probably want to be a little bit more, you know, kind of conservative with that sealer. You can always just do like a coat to 2 coats. And, you know, just let it dry in between coats, and that should be more than enough. Some people are, you know, 4 coats is a little crazy, but, you know, that 1 to 3, depending on your preference and use, is going to be where you want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one's definitely got some dust all over it. Sorry, Palmer, that I'm getting stuff all over
No, that's
your
fine.
face.
I mean, that's why we have a workbench, right?
Yeah, so this is actually working really well to get these old dust bunnies off, okay? So this is gonna be good for you. Okay, that's the oatmeal, sorry.
You're good. That's fine.
I'll vacuum for you.
No, I got it.
So this oatmeal is definitely caked on, right?
Yeah, but of course, you know, with the brass is gonna be a little bit more abrasive to get stuff that's gonna be a little bit more cake or stuck.
Oh, this one's really caked on there.
Yeah, so it'll.
So if you get oatmeal or something on your shoe, make sure you get it off right away, because once a cereal type of thing dries,
Yeah, it's kind of all that brand and
that stuff's
that
gonna get on
flour.
there. So this eraser, this is working.
Yeah, kind of stuff for spot treating. It's pretty
This
good.
stuff's really on there. So I'm gonna have to use the shampoo for this one, I think. If
Absolutely.
you don't mind.
And do you want something like put the
Do you have
shampoo
like a
in the
little
mixture?
cup of water or something? Like a little-
Yeah, let me see what I have for sure.
So guys, this is actually, when cereal gets dry, you need water. So I don't know if you guys do when you wash the dishes. Sometimes if you leave cereal, you leave your honey bunches of oats, it's gonna get really rock hard. It's exactly what happened here, so. Yeah, so let me get up to the camera to show you. This is really hard. So let's see, what are the benefits of that weird looking soles? These are more casual, Chris. They're more of a sneaker type of sole, which are not my thing, to be honest, but they're extremely popular. Everyone's doing them, even the super high-end shoemakers. The dress sneaker is here to stay. So it's just part and parcel of what it is to have a dress sneaker, okay? So Master, Alan Edmonds does have the suede brush and the brass brush and everything. I have more products at theelegantoxford.com with Saphir, and we're going to be showing some of that stuff off right now, especially the suede shampoo, because if this happens to you, you're going to need something better than a brush and the crepe eraser or the little eraser. You're going to need some suede shampoo, okay? So that's perfect. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I have a paper plate, but I might just use this pre-workout.
Yeah, I think anything might work. You don't have to use that if you don't want to.
Yeah, we already killed it.
Okay.
Drink a lot of pre-workout.
Yeah,
out here.
get that muscle in there.
Exactly.
Get a little bit of water by chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a little bit. So guys, this is the suede shampoo. It's called Saphir Omni Netuyant. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, so it's in French, okay? So it's at theelegantoxford.com. This stuff's really fantastic. I've been using it for a very long time. If you've watched my reviews, my tutorials on YouTube, on here, you'll know that I love the suede shampoo. It's fantastic. So this is it. It's a very gentle shampoo, used only for soiling, and it comes with a little brush. So we're good to go. This is it. Thank you. That's it right there. Okay, we've talked about it before.
And one to drink as well.
Thank you.
And you said you usually like to do like a 1/3 to 2/3 parts on that.
Yeah, I just eyeball it.
Yeah.
That should be enough, honestly.
Cool.
Let's shake it up. Let me see here.
Sides rolling.
It smells like the bubble solution kids blow bubbles with.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
probably
just like that.
very clean.
It's a very clean smelling.
Absolutely.
So, let's see. So funny. And you can get your suede wet. It is versatile. It could darken a little bit, which is why some people get kind of worried. So
Yeah, we can always just darken the shoe, and then you can always
darken
sun it.
Yeah, you can always sun it.
Brighten it back up.
I've dyed suede many a time. If you want to do that, you can buy leather dye, which I also sell. And it's first for regular calf and for suede. So let's get those suds. I want more suds. You're right, Palmer. We should have added more. There we go. Move my finger there.
Yeah, I honestly have a little like metal shaving bowl that I like to do
Yes,
a lot
that's
of
a
my
good
products
idea.
in for saddle soap or
There we go.
suede shampooing at home. We can kind of whip it up a little more.
Yeah, so we'll get a little darker, but I promise, if you watch the video that I did on these, I got these completely wet. They were completely 100% wet, and now they look just fine. So don't worry about getting your dark browns a little wet, especially if you have to get some nasty oatmeal on. Do you have like a Kleenex or something?
Yeah.
That's probably where. Thank you. That's gonna work just fine. We're gonna try to get this nasty stuff off. Be careful with cereal, guys, and with
You can get a
oatmeal.
paper towel too if you want something a little more.
That'll work just fine. Thank you.
Scrubbable.
This is probably one of the hardest cereals I've ever run into. Yeah, this is really getting on there. You're gonna use those suds.
We also do chamois cloths. Of course, the soft side we can use on leather, but the rough
Oh.
side here is perfect
Yeah.
for suede.
That's really great insight,
Absolutely.
Palmer. I never would have thought of that. So, what is it, a little shine cloth, you guys
Yeah,
said?
yeah. It's like a little. I can show that.
These little little hairs really help shine, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, a little bit of friction.
Yeah, the heat, it kind of gets everything hot and then
Yeah, so we sell. They're clean. They're full size. They're pretty good. I think they're about like $4 or
No kidding.
something crazy. So.
that's a really good one.
Absolutely. And then I personally cut them up, but you know, if you want a little bit more surface area, you can always just use them whole.
That was me. That was me. Suede is so funny, but it is really versatile. It's one of the things that I like most about it. It's how versatile it is.
Absolutely.
There we go. We're cleaning that suede. That's exactly what we wanted. This wasn't coming off, and I thought, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we got some on the toe right here.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, it is, you know, of course, a little more area to grip onto, so
Yeah.
sometimes you do have to scrub it a little more, but
Okay, so
it's obtainable.
I don't think the rest of the shoe needs it, but my only concern is I don't want only one area to be wet. So I might just really quickly just get it all
Quick. Yeah.
really quick, and then we can look at the. You know, I should dye these. I really like how dark, how they look dark.
Yeah, like a richer, darker.
Yeah, I really like this dark color.
We've done some chocolate suedes in the past that
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed. Have some Liverpools at home.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's
Should have taken the laces off. I just didn't think it was going to be this.
intensive.
I thought I'm just going to talk about the suede shampoo, but that oatmeal was not coming off.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I threw that oatmeal on purpose.
It's,
I put the oatmeal on the shoe on purpose. I was like, well, I'm going to demo stuff, so I'm just going to get something I can remove it with the suede brush, and here we are. Okay.
And do you like to use like just clean water as a neutralizer after you use your shampoo?
Yeah. I eyeball it, so if it looks okay, I usually don't have to use anything
You
else.
can always throw like some clean water on paper plate.
Yeah.
That way we can keep it. You know, we're not letting it sit too long as we do the other shoe.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good. It is a little wet. Let me get up close to the camera. So that's kind of how it works when you take care of your suede. And long term, there's going to be no real side effects. It will dry. It's going to look just fine. Suede is extremely versatile and extremely tough. So don't worry about that, okay?
Don't be scared about it. Yeah.
Don't be scared about it. But honestly, if I could dye the shoes to look this color instead of like a lighter, I would probably go dark. So good idea. That's just the demo for that.
Perfect.
I'm gonna put this to the side if you don't mind, and I'll
Yeah,
make
for
sure
sure.
everything is out of your way.
You're good.
So let me make sure this is all ready to go. Okay. Just through this, and then we will be good to continue talking about. Guys, this is probably my favorite, which is suede Renovateur. You want to step over here?
Yeah.
Yes. I wish we could just have done it. So Suede Renovateur is a spray renovator for suede. I really, really love it. One of my favorite. If you can get this at theelegantoxford.com, this is fantastic, okay? So it's neutral too. We do sell it in colors, but if you use a color, make sure you tape off the edges of your shoe because it does have some color. So it's really simple. In fact, I did this one already, so I'm gonna cool. This will make sure the suede is actually like conditioned, okay? Because usually you do not want to use cream polish on a regular suede shoe. This is invaluable, okay? So you just, I will clean that, sorry.
You're good, man. You know,
Yeah.
always wipe it down
Oh,
around
you know what? Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Just a little spray. It will darken. You can use this on nubuck. You can use this on anything that's suede-like. Right?
You know, typically for sealers, I've used them on my canvas shoes as well.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I never even
Just
thought
keep
about
clean.
that.
So anything that's non-leather, you know, it's typically.
Yeah. Okay, just as a demo here. Whew. Okay, so very nice, very simple. If you want to dab it a little bit, oh, that's on me.
I got you. Yeah, yeah, I was just kind of brushing after I did that.
Okay,
That's it.
so
It's not as strong too as other.
yeah, it's
spray
actually not
products.
as strong as I thought.
Yeah.
Because you know when my wife uses hairspray or something,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
it
ah!
gasses you out.
Yeah, I'm like, what's that smell? It's already drying.
Yeah.
It's going to hydrate.
Yeah, which is- I mean, it's still, you know, the part of leather, so you still want to keep it conditioned, it's still skin.
Yeah,
to a
yeah.
degree, so I
So
feel like
suede
it's-
is just the reverse of calf.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
If you
the-
ever see
it's
like
just-
a cut.
The reverse of calf skin, that's the
Yeah.
suede part, is the back side of the leather. So it is still leather. Feel that. It feels really nice and smooth.
Yeah, that's super just
Yeah,
even.
it feels
as well.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, last one. Oh, you know what? This is actually really good for sneakers. This is foam care. This
Oh,
is
that's awesome.
to clean the white of the sneaker. That's something else that I found that I
Yeah.
had never used before.
It's
I'm not
probably
going to use it now, but
yeah, perfect for
It's,
the spectator sneakers as
yeah.
well.
this is really good. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's an underrated,
Yeah.
definitely a product.
It's a
as
foam
well.
cleaner. You want to use that. This, so you know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this one has a
That's
brush.
perfect.
This is the Allen Edmonds
Yeah.
version.
Oh, yours has an applicator brush.
Yeah, so you can do that and just get a good foam, and then I just
Yeah.
take like a wet paper towel and wipe it down.
Very
Of
good.
course, if you need anything more aggressive than most, Mr. Clean Magic erasers.
Yeah, that'd actually be a pretty good
I
idea.
take painter's tape and put it on
Yeah,
the leather
yeah.
and just go to town.
So Mr. Clean Magic Eraser
Yeah.
also works. Super and Volner, this one's really important. I'm not going to be spraying it today because it takes like, they say 12 hours for the suede to dry, but once the Super and Volner is applied, the water just beads off your shoe. It's really
Oh, yeah.
good if you live in a rainy area. San Diego's not too bad, but if you're in Washington, you might want to use it. This is the new version. It's like a plant-friendly version.
That's cool. I haven't seen that before.
So this is the Saphir Protector and Water Stain. This is apart from Invulner. We do have Invulner. It looks just like this, but instead of saying Renovateur, it says Invulner on it. It's fantastic, one of my absolute favorites. But this one's actually more of a plant-friendly version
Absolutely.
that I've never used, but let's give it a try. So-
California legal.
California legal, can you believe it? So, I guess I don't have to, oh, it's like pressurized right
Yeah,
there.
that's cool.
Oh, wow, look at that.
That's nice. Super light
It's like a little mist.
mist. Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna take a while. You know what, I might have already applied it because it's beating off a little bit. Okay, that's enough. It smells like Super Invulner. I've never used this, it smells like Super Invulner, so it must be Super Invulner. But it says you can use on suede and everything. Okay, 12 hours, so we're not gonna have the time to do it, so funny enough. Put it over the whole shoe, let it dry for 12 hours, and then you can watch the video on my channel. The water literally will just bead off. It will not get your suede wet. It'll stay completely dry. So, Palmer, I made a mess of
That's
your,
fine.
of your workstation.
Before I swipe it down. We do that
I
every day.
appreciate that.
For sure.
Okay, so that is how you take care of your suede. So, let's say you buy some new suede. What I recommend is Super Invulner. right when you get the suede. This is going to protect it not only from water but grease. It'll repel anything. It'll get super protected and nothing's going to get through. It's pretty amazing. So I always recommend you do that. Okay, really good idea. All right, let me put these to the side.
Absolutely.
We didn't even end up using my strand box, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
So this is the suede eraser. You guys can get that too. But other than that, suede care. I think people look at calfskin and they get really prepared, but suede requires just as much care because you want to make sure the suede lasts forever.
Yeah,
So,
it can be, and it could be less work, you know, as long as you're
Right.
on your game.
right. So Palmer, which of these are you most excited about?
I think I'm gonna try to get. I might get the blue. I think I'm gonna get the blue.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that. I have a mahogany, and because we've done these in the past,
Right.
mahogany, and it's like a gray fabric.
Yeah.
And then we did the broad streets in leather before. So we did like a white leather, and then I have them in the walnut.
They're very
color as
popular.
well.
Everyone
absolutely.
loves them.
Yeah, it's one of our probably most popular unvaultings, just
Right.
because everyone loves a spectator. It's definitely underrated closet staple for just a good casual welt.
What last did you say this was?
It's the 73.
The 70. So this is
Yeah.
not like the McAllister. It's a different last.
Yeah,
than the
correct. Yeah,
McAllister.
it'll be just a little bit broader
Okay.
in that like metatarsal area from
Okay.
what I've experienced.
Yeah.
I personally went down a half size, but a lot of
did
people
you? Yeah.
stay about that.
Someone
65
mentioned that in the comments section. I really like the tan one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I just, sunny San Diego. I just
Yeah.
got to wear that tan one. I
Perfect.
really do like it.
I feel like it's a little bit more cohesive with the white too for
Yeah.
something if you don't want something as much as a pop.
The
or
contrast. The black and white one's gonna be hard for me to pair.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone's gonna be bold enough to wear with a tuxedo. Probably not, but I could see it happening. Maybe someone who's
A little more stylish than
a little
me.
more more stylish than me for sure. So, it's not this last. This is 65, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just wanted to kind of pull out just a wingtip. It's going to be the
wingtip.
same short wing, so
So it's a
same
short
kind
wing.
of perforation
Okay.
pattern.
Yeah.
Just kind of a little bit of a difference.
Just a different last.
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely something to kind of compare, as well as the walnut colors that are going to be on the Randolph sneakers.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring out some comparable leathers that are going to be a little bit more kind of comparable.
Okay, for
than-
the colors.
Yeah. The pictures didn't really
Awesome.
do the greatest, but.
Okay, so these you can pick up today here. These are available here in store all the time.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
So-
So those are our new drops this season.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. So we're gonna do a denim suede. We're gonna bring back the light gray suede as well.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
The
so-
light gray suede. It kind of has not an olive color, kind of like this tint of not green, but it's not as cool as it was. A lot warmer than I thought, or kind of a greener color. I really like that one. I should have bought more of those.
Yeah, no, that's kind of like replacing our slate, which is like our bluish gray. So this is gonna be a little bit more of a deeper blue, which is
Denim
gonna be
gray.
nice.
It looks like denim. This is
Yeah.
exactly what I was saying. This looks like a jean. This is perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So all the other colors you can pair it with, and it's not gonna clash too hard with blue jeans
Yeah.
either. So super versatile.
Awesome. Okay. Well, Palmer, does that sound good?
Absolutely.
You happy?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So when does the drop end? When is the last day?
I believe we are running it for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
I'll have to double check on that last day for that, but it is going to be limited time. So if you want them, definitely get on them.
Okay.
A lot of people have the.
Just go on the website; they'll be there.
Yeah, you can check them out
Or
online.
come. I would prefer you come into the store though, right?
Yeah. Go, support your local store. Get fitted. That way you can get
Yeah.
it right the first time because
Right.
there's not going to be a lot of opportunities for redos. So,
Sure. You're
yeah,
right.
get it get dialed in and
Yeah.
try to see some stuff.
Yeah. Some people are really far from the store.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, is it gonna be online? It's gonna be online.
Yeah.
If you're in San Diego, please come in to see Palmer here and
Absolutely.
their team here at UTC San Diego.
Right.
Really, really cool. Palmer,
Absolutely.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely appreciate you coming to
Hey,
see us today, Preston.
I'm really happy that he came early. No one wants to come to work early, but somehow Palmer
Hey,
did me a solid and came in. Let's look at the comments here real quick.
Absolutely, yeah, do a little Q&A.
Brian, good to see you, man. Brian's one of the members of the Allen Edmonds Enthusiasts.
That's awesome.
So we love Brian.
Yeah, that's always a good group. to check
Warm
out.
triggers.
I saw, let's see, there was,
Outlets. Okay, so Evan, Independence Collection is no longer made right now?
Correct. So
Right.
we are gonna release something called the Reserve Collection. That's gonna be comparable. It's gonna be, I have yet to see it, but it's supposed to be that bridge between, you know, like the calf and the shell.
Okay.
So something that's gonna be, of course, you know, I would assume veg tan, kind of European leathers, stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of pour-on top of the cork.
Right.
You know, just a little bit, you know, slightly upgraded materials. You know, maybe like the tan, you know, veg tan sole.
Okay.
Tan a little bit longer, something like that. I know we've done some like nailed heels, dovetail heels, stuff like that. So definitely something to watch out for. That should drop this summer.
Okay, that's great to know.
And definitely a couple of other rumors going out about some new drops, so we can definitely
Okay, very cool.
stay tuned for those.
Evan said, please use the 65 last. What were the original Independence built on? Were they 108 or I forgot what the last
So the first generation was 65 and they
Okay.
went to the 201.
201.
I have a little bit of a I'm like a C.
Yeah.
So like a half size down in a 201 fits me like a glove.
Okay.
So
201 did not work for me, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're on the wider spectrum, it's a little bit harder to fit. But,
Okay.
You know,
I'm white.
yeah,
so
medium to narrower guys.
it's a tough one, man.
Yeah, it's a last for us. So, you know.
Guy, I'm a British cadet for mirror shining my boots. How long should I wait between polishing? You play it by ear. If the shoes look really nasty, you know how to refreshen them. Check out the mirror shine tutorial I just did for JROTC and for military, police, all that. So built on the old CEO's foot, so they tell me. Oh, that's really interesting to know. That'd be pretty really cool. So I'm gonna take this phone down.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's another question
Sure.
earlier that said, do you all manufacture these or is it just a brand you carry? We are our own manufacturer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Allen Edmonds, as I mentioned, has their own factory in Port Washington, Wisconsin, that I have visited multiple times, and it's really cool. If you want to watch the video, you can. You'll be able to see all the workers there sewing, making their shoes, and doing all that. So that was one of the coolest experiences, Palmer. You ever been to the factory at Port Washington?
I haven't been yet. You know,
It's very cool.
One day they'll ship me up there. I know we used to do a lot more events pre-COVID. That
Yeah.
I hope we one day bring back. But
Yeah. So the factory, I know for a while it was like everyone was really mad. They're like, oh, there's no factory anymore. Everything's made overseas. It's not true. There's a whole factory. There are hundreds of employees, hundreds of them.
Absolutely.
Cutting. So they took us from the leather pieces and them stamping and cutting the leather all the way to the end where they welt the shoe and put the sole on. So that's really cool. If you want to see that, that's also on video that I have on my channel twice because I've toured the factory 2 times. And that was just one of the coolest experiences. I'm going back in May, like I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream. So I will be making a 3rd video, and I will probably try to live stream if they let me, but I'm not 100% sure if they will. It's going to be an event, though, so they might let me do a little bit of a live stream. And
Party at the port.
party at the
Yeah,
port.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then we're doing Horween.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Alex was like, hey, we're going to do Horween, and then maybe do an event for the Elegant Oxford, just a small one. But for those who missed out at the beginning of the live stream, I will be doing another masterclass in Chicago in May with Levi Elliott, who is the United States Shoe Shine champion. That's going to be really cool. He and I are going to be teaching the class together. And on Monday or Tuesday of next week, I will be releasing all the details. This is just kind of a little bit of a preview for those who stop by for the live stream. So that's going to be really cool. So let me turn the camera around and take one last look at everything. Of course, I always love coming into the store and seeing everything. Oh, man. I really do love Allen Edmonds. Let's see what we got. Here's that jacket that I'm always looking at. I really want. I'm probably going to get it. I really am, Palmer. It's just, I love jackets. My wife's like, you're always wearing a jacket. I'm like, I just love jackets.
Definitely, you gotta have that 3rd piece in your wardrobe.
Yeah. This is the shoe for today, though. The brown shell cordovan strand. My absolute favorite. Okay. One of my absolute favorites. Evan, yes, Allen Edmonds does do their own resoles right there. They have a recrafting department in the factory that I have personally seen multiple times, and I've seen guys recrafting there in person. So everything is done and recrafted. They do have a Dominican Republic factory, but that's for only certain lines that they did mention to us. But not the main, not these, okay, not the main line.
It's a lot of like the recraftable sneakers we do in the DR.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Some of the drivers.
Okay, the drivers. I suspected the drivers for sure, but not the main line. Okay, Park Avenue is the best selling, followed I think by the Strand, and then a bunch of other really cool ones. So that's how it's going to be. All right, so everyone, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you can get one of these Spectator strands. Excuse me, Spectators in suede, not strands. And hopefully the video helped you to learn how to take care of your suede. If you need anything, please email me or try to contact me, and I'll do my best to get back to you. As always, visit theelegantoxford.com, where we have everything we showed you today, or come in store to Allen Edmonds, where they have all the shoes. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in this morning, and I'll see you next week for our weekly live stream. Well, almost weekly live stream. I try to do a stream every week, but sometimes I don't get to. Okay, so I'll see you today's Thursday, next Friday, and we will do another stream. Okay, so Barbarous, yeah, nice to meet you. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next week. Have a great one.